as the Select Committee probing the rot at the National Social Security Fund resolved to meet members of the board of the Workers' Fund individually. They were shocked to discover that the power distribution company UMEME, in which workers' savings worth 70 billion was invested, owes the state about $30 million in unpaid annual dues to Uganda Electricity Distribution Company Limited.
They only were smart and managed to manipulate the systems, and now we are here looking at them as a successful model. And yet, if you go now and see what is within Uganda Electricity Distribution Company, it's terrible. And I don't know why we have continued doing this.
Due diligence of how the shares can be divested without altering the composition and structure of the institution, we did get all those clearances. I can avail it to the committee. The second one, this is not IPO. This is purchase of shares as a result of one of the members in the institution selling the shares.
Deputy Secretary to the Treasury, Patrick Ochailap, who also chairs the Investment Committee of the Workers' Fund Board, as well faced questions as to why the board, in what could pass for an act of insubordination, ignored Minister Maria Kiwanuka's advice against the purchase of the shares. Questions also arise on the safety of the fund after reports that the power distributor is reportedly borrowing money from commercial banks to pay dividends for shareholders. Another cause for alarm is the suspicious conduct of the original majority shareholder who sold off his shares when the Parliamentary Ad Hoc Committee on Energy recommended for the termination of UMEME's contract. The company that came into the country with a capital of only $50 million is suspected to be engaged in dubious deals in which it is making huge profits. UMEME has since failed to pay for the assets of the defunct Uganda Electricity Board that they currently use to make billions in business transactions. The company was also recently accused of bribing MPs to block a recommendation to terminate its contract since it was found not favorable to the country. The Select Committee was set up by the Speaker to investigate allegations of irregular recruitment, buying of shares in UMEME, and disregard of due process in handling the savings of workers at the National Social Security Fund. Sabit Joseph,